Welcome to this session dealing with privacy concerns and your mobile. We will focus this presentation on the Canadian private sector privacy legislation, which requires organizations to build proactive privacy policies, how they collect, use, and disclose their customers' personal information. These guidelines have relevance to your mobile data collection and retention strategy. Most countries have similar privacy legislation similar to PIPEDA. Personal Information Protection Electronic Document Act sets out the ground rules of how private sector organizations can collect, use, and disclose personal information in the course of commercial activities. It balances the individual's right to privacy with the need for organizations to collect and use and disclose personal information for legitimate business purposes. If your business wants to collect, use, and disclose personal information about people, you need their consent, except in a few specific and limited circumstances. You can use or disclose people's personal information only for the purpose of which they have given you consent. Even with consent, you have to limit collection, use, and disclosure to purposes that a reasonable person would consider appropriate under the circumstances. Individuals have a right to see the personal information that your business holds about them and to correct any outstanding inaccuracies. There is oversight through the Privacy Commissioner of Canada to ensure that the law is respected and to redress anyone's rights are being violated. Privacy. This process need not be difficult. We've supplied you here a short checklist of actions that represent some of the key elements for compliance with this federal Canadian law. While the list is not exhaustive, it will help you build your essential elements for your new privacy policy. Number 1, keep it simple. Your policy should be clear, concise, and written in plain language, so it is easy to understand. It should provide enough details to help your customers understand how you manage this information. Number 2, privacy policy. Review your privacy policy. Take the time and visit the PIPEDA online website and look up policies of organizations noteworthy or the financial services sector and telecommunication companies which have very mature policies worth emulating. Gain more insight into the requirements of your privacy policy by visiting online at priv.gc.ca. Number 3, use only what you need. You can collect only information that is needed for your business purposes. For example, to manage a commercial relationship and provide ongoing service to bill and collect for products and services, to market to individuals, and to meet legal and regulatory requirements. Number 4, full disclosure. Be open about when personal information may be disclosed. You must indicate in your policy if you intend to disclose customer information to an affiliate or partner organization or any other third party. You needn't necessarily name each organization, but provide a general idea of the types of companies in question, and you must give your customers the opportunity to consent. Number 5, tell customers when information will be stored outside of Canada. The use of third-party information processors, such as a company that provides payroll services, increases the likelihood that information under your control will be stored outside of Canada. You must be open to your customers about this possibility. Next, number 6, be open about how you safeguard information. The risk of identity theft and other unauthorized uses of personal information is always present and ever-changing. It's critical to keep the personal information in your care safe and secure. Customers and employees will appreciate with candor about how you intend to protect the information from such abuse. Number 7, let customers know how long you will be keeping this information. PIPEDA requires you that you must keep personal information only for as long as it is needed to fulfill your purposes. If legislation such as Income Tax Act authorizes you to store personal information over a long period of time, consider disclosing that in your privacy policy. Next, consider employees separately. Typically, any organization, for purpose of collecting and using and disclosing employee information, such as administration, payroll, pension, benefits, departure provisions, to provide employee programs, to manage company property, and to hire and retain a highly skilled workforce. Because these purposes are different than those for just collecting customer information, they warrant a separate section in your privacy policy, much more detailed than, say, your customer base. Number 9, make yourself available for questions. Let individuals know that to contact you and your organization for privacy information, either through email or through a toll-free number. Also tell customers they can contact the Office of the Privacy Commissioner if they have any questions at 1-800-282-1376 if they are unsatisfied with your response to your privacy concerns. Thanks for listening. I hope you found it rewarding. Please review the subsequent sessions in this series called Death on the Internet, Long Live Mobile, and Keeping Your Mobile Secure, and lastly, 10 Essential Mobile Apps. So this is a complete series, 4-part series on making you a professional road warrior.